they'll calm you. That's how you know if you gotta go and get it, get to win and not conquer. I had to go out and get it without a sponsor. Kept it real, never crooked, yeah, that's honor. Now I can go out and get it how I want to. Hashtag blessed, I choose.
I have found in my life of camping that literally nothing is easy. It's always Vandolph related. I think it's the security thing. There's like a thing in the key that tells the ignition to turn on, and sometimes it loses programming. It's happened before, and it feels like that's what has happened again, because it's like when I try to start, that and the security light just blinks. I swear, man, I packed up, ready to go waterfall hunting, ready to go to the Smoky Mountain National Park, and it's always something. It's like I can't even get into Vandolph without assuming that something's gonna be broken. It is 7 years of this. All right, I gotta figure out how to program it. Okay, crisis averted. I had this like instructions that came because I had replaced the security module before, and I kept these because it's like a series of programming that you have to do that sometimes could take up to a half hour, which is annoying. But this time it worked on the first time, so it only took 11 minutes. And I printed these out, and it sounds weird, why don't you just look it up on the internet. I don't have service in a lot of places that I go to, including this one right now. So this is very, very valuable. Now, Vandolph has started. Now we can get our day started. Let's go exploring. Okay, so with that crisis averted, good morning and welcome back. We are leaving Andrews Cove Campground in Helen, Georgia, and I'm gonna drive to Smoky Mountain National Park today. I'm gonna stay there for 2 days. Probably can't do much because I've got, you know, the little one with me. Not a very dog-friendly national park. I think there's only 2 trails that they can do. It's not far. I think it's less than 3-hour drive from Helen to Smoky Mountain National Park. I made reservations at Smokemont Campground, which I've stayed there twice before, and I love it. But I'm gonna go, I wanna see some elk. I've seen elk twice that I've been there, but I've got the big camera now, so I wanna kind of see if I can get some shots of an elk. I don't know, see if I get lucky with some wildlife. Welcome to the Great Smoky Mountains. I'm excited. This is like my 4th time here. I love it here. The entrance to the Blue Ridge Parkway is actually like right at the entrance on the eastern side of the Smoky Mountains. So this is the Heritage Farm site, which is one of the very few places where you can take a dog in the Smoky Mountains. I think there's like only 2 trails. One on the east side, one on the west side, so that kind of sucks. But he gets to join me with this one. It goes to the Oconaluftee, I know I'm gonna butcher that, river trail. So last time I was here, I saw an elk by the river, and so I'm hoping that happens again. I got the old big lens on the back just in case. I'm gonna stay here for 2 days. I got a site at the Smokemont Campground. I've stayed there a couple times before. I love it there by river. A little crowded, but it's great. So I'm gonna do that, and then just, you know, kind of hit a few of the touristy spots at the Smoky Mountains before hitting the Blue Ridge Parkway. So let's see where our day takes us today. This trail is great. There's all these like little side trails and ways you can get directly to the river. It's just so peaceful. I'm gonna find an elk. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. There's an elk right over there. I'm so excited right now. Probably a solid 50 yards. The only problem is there's a ton of foliage in my way. Don't go around the road again. Unbelievable. I can't believe that happened. I can't believe that happened. I think I got some good shots from a distance. Very safe distance. What is happening today? It's got wildlife everywhere. Look at this little roadblock we got going on. Holy crap, so I had let Wyatt off leash. We're in the empty section here at the campground that's closed off. And he was just running and having a great time. He was splashing in the river. And then all of a sudden, look over here. There's just two giant elk that he went charging after. Hey guys, hey buddy. Hey buddy. I'm just so thankful that he listened to me and stopped. Maybe, I don't know, 50 yards. I mean, look at this standoff. This is crazy. I don't want anything to do with this, but also, what a crazy experience. So I'm just passing by the visitor center on the exit, and I had to stop again. And you know why? I'll show you why. Look what we have here. Look at these beautiful ladies. Hey, beautiful lady. Look at this little guy. It's like, wow, what's over there? What do you see? What do you see, little buddy? Just trying to record him. What do you see, buddy? You see some elk? Do you see elk over there? Good morning, and welcome to the Blue Ridge Parkway. Let's go exploring. So I feel like most of the videos here on good old YouTubes that I've watched on the Blue Ridge Parkway, everybody's driving them north to south, which that's the way they're numbered. I guess that's the right way to do it. But we are not like other people. We are going south to north. Today we just finished up at Smoky Mountain National Parks. Just had breakfast at Peter's Pancakes and Waffles. And I am entering the Blue Ridge Parkway mile marker 469. Today's adventures are going to go from Cherokee, North Carolina, which is the Smoky Mountain National Park, to Asheville, North Carolina, which is like 87 miles, so nothing too crazy. Stopping at Asheville because my friend's farm is there, and I'm going to take little Wyatt to the farm. He was there like a year ago, not even, well, like 9 months ago, when he was a little puppy. But that's where I'm gonna spend my birthday this weekend. But I'm just excited. This whole road goes my speed. Like, that is the speed limit for the entire parkway. 45 miles an hour. So we just started, I'm like 6 miles in. There's all these pull-offs, and this one is called Big Witch Overland. Nope, Big Witch Overlook. Big Witch. It's just beautiful, man. So this is Waterrock Knob, 5,820 feet. It's gorgeous. All the way around. This used to be the area where there was a hike that led to an airplane crash. And they have since removed that airplane, which is a shame because I never got to do it. I always wanted to do that hike and get some cool pictures of the crashed plane. So there is a trail at the Waterrock Knob Visitor Center that goes up even higher. And it's got a place where you can see things, which is neat. I like to see things. Observation deck, that's the word. Yeah, it's got one of those. It is. Straight uphill though. But you can just tell just from like a few steps. All those areas. I'm fascinated by the Appalachian Mountains. If you didn't know, it's one of the oldest mountain ranges in the world. I think it's supposed to be like 170 million years old or something like that. Way older than the Rockies, the Himalayas, all that kind of stuff. So, right here in my own backyard. I mean, kind of backyard. I'm only 600 or 700 miles away from Florida. But it's pretty cool. Boy, this is steep. Oh, and finally, a trail for little Wyatt. So this trail's a half mile straight up. And boy, am I feeling those. Peter's pancakes and waffles. Right in my belly. Okay. I think this is considered the observation deck. Right? Looks like one. And you can certainly see the views. Wyatt's appreciating them too. We did it. We bagged our first peak of the 2024 season. Good job, little buddy. This is the top of Waterrock Knob. It was 0.6 miles, which doesn't sound like much, but we started out at elevation of 4820 and currently 6320. So it's 500 feet of elevation, which, all in all, that's not that much. But when you're running on the power of pancakes, that's a lot. There's the road down there. You can see the Blue Ridge Parkway way down there. You can see Vandolph way down there. Well, I think I've earned this little sit down. So I just have to sit down and drink it all in. I think that's the beauty of the Blue Ridge Parkway. You can't drive fast. Maximum speed is 45. I think we've been cruising around at about 35 to 40. It's Thursday morning. There's hardly any traffic on the road. I've maybe passed 5 or 6 cars. So that's super. And I think we're only about 70 miles from Asheville now at this point. What a time to be alive. Okay, I was a little off on that distance. So the Waterrock Knob, that observation deck, is a half-mile up, and then the peak, which is way up there, is another 0.21 miles, so 0.71, so it's almost a mile and a half out and back. And boy, you will feel every bit of it. Okay, so these pullouts are definitely getting prettier and prettier as we climb. We're up to 4,925 feet. This is Bunch's Bald Overlook. Look at this. Even to see a little smoke in the mountains over there. And tunnel. Neat. So I've made it to one of the more popular lookouts. This is the Richard Balsam Overlook. And this is cool. This is the highest elevation point on the Blue Ridge Parkway. So obviously we got a little line to wait to take a picture of the sign. So there it is, the highest point. There's just so many of these pullouts along the Blue Ridge Parkway. I mean, hundreds. You can't do them all. You shouldn't do them all. It's crazy talk. But there are some that are cool, like that one. I mean, it's not a real pretty overlook, but still worth it. I can say now that I've been on the highest point on the Blue Ridge Parkway. It's only downhill from here. What do you think, little buddy? What do you think, little dude? You get out of my seat. You get out of my seat, little dude. You wanna go for a walk? Okay, I had to stop at one more. This is Cowie Mountain Overlook. This is just like the widest, most expansive views I've seen yet. Stunning.
This part of the country has always had a special place in my heart. It just feels like I've been completely transported to a whole new world from where I live in Florida. Even though I've been to the Great Smoky Mountain National Park 4 times now, I don't think I've ever barely scratched the surface of what its beauty has to offer. Mostly because I've always had a dog with me, and dogs aren't allowed on any of the trails except for 2 in the park. And I feel my experience this time is the perfect reason why. This place is still abundantly wild. It is teeming with wildlife. And that is part of its charm. And the drive through the Blue Ridge Parkway is just another way to experience the beauty of this part of the country. The slow pace, the many pull-offs, the tunnels, the viewpoints, and just the sheer magnitude of the amount of effort to build this incredible road is mind-blowing. My original plan was to drive the entirety of the parkway up to the other end in Virginia, but as you'll learn in the next episode, Fandolf the Gray had other plans for us. But until then, start planning your Blue Ridge adventure today, or European adventure, or Bahamas adventure. Whatever it is, just get out there. Make the most out of life. See everything you can. And keep exploring life with an open mind.